With how crazy people drive, you need to have a dash camera in your vehicle. And luckily, on these, it's actually really easy to do an install on one. As you can see, it's not too noticeable. I painted mine black. You could paint yours tan if you wanted, but it isn't too noticeable in there, especially when this windshield gets tinted. Let me show you how I do the install on it. It doesn't take too long, and all you need are a few parts. I like these dash cameras. They're 70 My brand, and they're actually really good. Got reasonable quality. They're 1080p. Best part's their price. They're about $30 or so. Now this one, I masked off the lens and the sides and then painted it black because they have chrome thing here and it draws too much attention to it. It also comes with the cable, which is pretty long. It's plenty long to work with it. So we'll get this thing mounted and I'll show you how I route the cable and everything. And luckily this console is pretty easy to take apart. So what you're gonna wanna do is pop these trays down and you'll see some screw holes. This one, they're kind of hidden back there. Right here, just Phillips heads. Take those out and then I'll show you how we do the rest. Lightly push in on this gear thing right here. Be careful, it's plastic. Take this down and then you got 2 screws here you can remove. I've already got the 2 back screws removed. So now we just take it down and then this thing will kind of fall in your lap. And you can remove all the connectors if you want, but I'm just gonna drill the holes here. It's only plastic. I'm gonna use 2 number 10 screws. These are already painted black. Got some miscellaneous nuts there. And what I'm gonna do, drill 2 holes in this mounting plate. Then I'll show you where to hold this thing up there. You can kind of get it where you want. Mark the holes, drill it, mount it, and that's all you gotta do. It's pretty easy. So there we go, got the holes drilled. Real easy, it's plastic. Now what I'm gonna do is hold this up with the camera, get it mounted, or get it where I want it, and then mark it, and then I'll drill it and mount it. I've got this thing kind of mocked up. What I like to do is get the edge about lined up there, a little bit inset. And you can see I got it here. I'm gonna get this mounting plate parallel to this line here, mark the holes, and then just drill them. Now I got the holes marked. I'm just gonna run the drill bit through them, and we'll get it mounted. Now I can just drill this hole here. There we go. And that's what it looks like installed. Tighten the nuts down. Use a screwdriver, crescent wrench. Looking really good. And installation on this is real easy. Hold it up there, run the screws in. I can't do it and record, but it's very, very simple. To do the wire, I just pulled this headliner down very lightly and kind of shoved it back in. There's a little lip there. You can shove it past that. I've got it routed pretty neatly, as you can see. Run it over here. You could run it behind this console and wire it in here, but then you'd have to figure out how to pull the wire this way. So I'll just do that for now. Then you're gonna wanna run it down this pillar. This comes off very easily. You'll take a screwdriver, kind of gently put it in here and pry these little clips up, and then you'll just pull the handle straight off. What I'm gonna do, pull this panel off of here. I'm gonna run the wire down this gap, run into this area. There's a fuse block where we can easily add a power outlet just specifically for the camera. Got the wire routed, put the pillar back in, which just pushes back into place. Then you take the handle, kind of shove it back in there and just push these clips in. That's it. Here's what I'll be using to get the cigarette lighter going. So I just got these off Amazon. These are real cheap. Put a link in the description. You can get these for a few dollars a piece. You'll need some fuse taps. These are for the smaller ATO fuses that the Hummer uses. A couple of crimp connectors. And all we're going to do, you see it comes with a butt connector right here. We're going to cut this one off, crimp on one of these. I'll put a little heat shrink over it. Then we're going to hook that to the positive. Then we're going to make a little wire section that's a little longer than this. Do the same thing, put a crimp on it. Then we'll put an eyelet on the other end. And here's that eyelet. I believe it's a 1/4 inch hole. It isn't that critical. And a little section of wire. Doesn't really matter the size. We'll be using that for our ground. couple pieces of heat shrink tubing. Gonna slide those over. As you can see, I just got the end crimped on here, and here. So that'll go straight to the body. And I'm gonna just hook these up, slide the heat shrink over, and then I will shrink the heat shrink tubing down. Now that you're in the fuse panel, you're going to take your ratchet. You're just going to take the nut off here. Just a 10mm socket. Then you're going to push the eyelet on there, reinstall the nut. As for the fuse you're going to use, right here, there will be a 10 amp fuse right in that slot. Take that 10 amp fuse out. Put that in the bottom of your tap, quick tap here. Now I have the wrong amperage fuse in the top, but it shouldn't make a big difference. And we're going to just install the quick tap in place. Right there, just like that. Now you have a switched cigarette lighter. And now, as you can see, the power is on when the key is on. When you turn the key off, power is off. And now all you need is a cigarette lighter adapter to plug your USB port in. Now I got a multi-adapter, so I've got this charger cable for my phone mount, but I also have this remote thing, and all I did was tuck the wire in here, kind of run it above this kick panel, and then just ran it in right through this gap down here. But it was really easy to do the install. Heck, the whole thing only took maybe an hour. I hope this video was of help to you, and hopefully you will have many miles of weirdo-free travel. Thanks.